Hello everyone. The topic which I am going to share with you today is allotment of shares. We know that a prospectus is issued by a public company to invite the public to make an offer to the company for purchase of its securities. On the basis of this invitation, the persons apply to the company for its shares. An application for shares is an offer from the applicant to purchase company's shares. And when an application is accepted by the company, it is called an allotment. The term allotment has not been defined in the Companies Act. Simply, it is stated in Companies Act that allotment means appropriation of a certain number of shares to a certain person or persons out of the unappropriated share capital of the company. There are some general rules relating to the allotment of shares. The first general rule is that the allotment of shares of a company must be made by resolution of the board of directors. The second rule is that the allotment of shares must be made by the company to the applicant within a reasonable time. As per the latest SEBI guidelines, companies are, as far as possible, required to make allotment of shares within 15 days of the closure of the public issue. Next, the allotment must be communicated to the applicant. It means that the applicant must be informed about the allotment through post. Next, the allotment must be absolute and unconditional. It must be in accordance with the terms and conditions of the application. The fifth general rule is that an applicant has the right to revoke. Revoke means cancel the application for purchase of shares and asks the company to return the money paid. But he can do so before he got the information of the allotment of shares. Next, the allotment of shares may be made for valid consideration. A company limited by shares has no power to issue shares as a gift. If there is no payment in money's worth for the shares, the allotment would be ultra vires. So these are some general rules relating to the allotment of shares. Now we move on to the legal rules relating to the allotment of shares under the Companies Act. The first legal rule is that a public company must register its prospectus with the registrar and then issue it to the public. The second legal rule is that the public company must make an application to at least one recognized stock exchange and obtain permission for its securities to be dealt with in the stock exchange. Third legal rule: the name of the stock exchange in which the securities of the company shall be dealt must be stated in the prospectus of the company. Fourth legal rule: all monies received on application from the public for subscription to the securities shall be kept in a separate bank account in a scheduled bank. The fifth legal rule: the allotment of shares cannot be made by the company unless the amount of minimum subscription has been subscribed by the public and the application money for the amount so subscribed has been received by the company. So these are some legal rules relating to the allotment of shares under the Companies Act 2013. I hope this video will help you in explaining the topic allotment of shares. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching.